Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It was clear to me after the meeting with the majority and the minority members of this committee, as well as the Senate committee and the Attorney General yesterday and his team, that he placed very specific conditions on this committee and this chairman regarding information he would provide and briefings he would provide in exchange for the conclusion of this inquiry. And that is not acceptable for one simple reason. Only 7,600 documents have been released. That is less than 10% of the documents that exist relative to this inquiry. This inquiry is very simple. It is about releasing documents that are directly pertaining to who knew about this operation, who was engaged within the Justice Department in this operation, and based on today's developments of the President seeking executive privilege, it does call into question when the White House was engaged in this. I've had the opportunity as recently as Monday to review the wiretap applications for Operation Fast and Furious. And I, Mr. Chairman, was personally surprised by the volume and level of detail of the information regarding the questionable investigative tactics that senior Department officials were presented with through these applications. And to me, it's unacceptable that senior Department officials did not halt this operation immediately upon learning of these tactics, and that is very clearly stated. I support the ongoing pursuit of the documents responsive to this committee's subpoena. I think they are necessary in order for every one of the members of this committee to identify the answers for bipartisan questions that have been asked through the course of the last year. And I think that the American people also have the right to know the complete and total truth about this operation. And it's our obligation as members to seek and identify that information on behalf of the people we represent. And certainly the people of New Hampshire have asked me about the engagement and involvement. And I hope that we can continue this in not a political fashion, but in a fashion where we obtain facts. And that, to me, is the crux of this subpoena request, to specifically identify facts that directly pertain to this inquiry. And when you look at the fact that there is a minimum of 80,000, as many as 140,000 documents, and only 7,600 have been released, many of which don't even pertain to Fast and Furious, it does beg the question, what is not being provided or released to this committee? And it does beg the question why, since February of 2011, there have been very limited information provided to this committee. And that's why I would continue